Before we start, please make a bow to Dave Filoni for saving Star Wars. Alright, that being said, yo guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna talk about Season 1 of Ahsoka. Alright, Ahsoka Tano finally got her own live-action series after she was first introduced back in 2008 in the movie The Clone Wars, together with the series The Clone Wars, and obviously going further in Rebels, The Mandalorian Season 2, and The Book of Boba Fett Season 1. She's here, she has her own series, we're all happy. We were all scared. And before we start, let's just thank Dave Filoni for a little bit, because he made some genius choices in this series, marking this series as the perfect end for the Skywalker saga. Because as we all know, Kathleen Kennedy even said it, they want to steer away from Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker, and just the Skywalkers in general, and they want to make more stuff that is a little bit more standalone. The Mandoverse, or as I recall it, the New Republic era movieverse, that's exactly that. They steer away from Luke Skywalker and Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader and anything Skywalker related, but still hold on to it. They recognize it. And that is what I like. And obviously they wanted to make a little end to that franchise and to the Skywalker saga back in 2019 in The Rise of Skywalker. But we all know how that turned out. And then the Mandoverse came and we were all happy again. And in Ahsoka, I feel like they have the perfect mix between Mandoverse, New Republic era footage, and the ending of the Skywalker saga. And I know that you know what I'm talking about. So just for your own sake, there will be spoilers ahead. I cannot talk about Ahsoka without going into spoiler territory. So please, mind your own business. If you have not seen the series, please go watch it. You can binge it. It's entirely online. Then come back and enjoy my review. Alright, so as I said, this movie is the perfect ending to the Skywalker saga because it does so much, not only for Ahsoka Tano or the Force or Rebels, but also for Anakin Skywalker. He even showed up, obviously. And I have to be completely honest with you, one of the reasons for my comeback to YouTube is because of this series. Because when Anakin Skywalker showed up, I just could not hold it in anymore. I had to scream it out, I had to talk about it, and now the time's finally here. Hi. So yeah, Anakin Skywalker came back. Let's just talk about that first so we can talk about Ahsoka later. He was awesome. We finally saw the Clone Wars, we finally saw Rex, we saw a young version of Ahsoka Tano played perfectly by Ariana Greenblatt. She is amazing in Barbie, in this, in the other movies that she was in. I thought it was called Awake. The only thing good about that movie was Ariana Greenblatt. And of course, young Gamora in Avengers Infinity War. That girl has been everywhere, and she's killing it in every role. But Anakin Skywalker, Hayden Christensen, please bow for me. Please make me bow for you. You were awesome. You finally got the credit you deserved. And I know you already got it a little bit at Obi-Wan Kenobi. But here you are, in Revenge of the Sith and Attack of the Clones uniforms. And it's just perfect, and I loved every single second of it. And the inclusion of him in the story, it was not only beneficial for Anakin Skywalker, for obvious reasons, for now making him the perfect balance of the Force. I want to make a video about that if you want me to, so please comment in the comments down below, but I can make an entire video essay on why Ahsoka was so very important for the character of Anakin Skywalker and the conclusion for him. If we never see Hayden Christensen again, I was happy he was last seen in Ahsoka because this series just did so much for him and really was the epilogue to what his story was all about all along. So having said that, then we go to Ahsoka Season 1, Rebels Season 5. Because it is exactly that. It's just Rebels Season 5, but then in live action. We almost got everyone from the Rebels crew. The only one we're missing is Zeb. And that's mainly just because Zeb already showed up in Mando. Maybe he was too expensive to create, I don't know. I wanted him to show up in here. He didn't, which is sad. They mentioned him, which makes me happy. And the other missing character from Rebels is, of course, Kanan Jarrus, the most badass, awesomest Jedi, not master, but Jedi Knight ever created. Oh, that still hurts me to this day, how he went out. So yeah, the series started out and I had to say it was pretty okay. I really liked what I saw. It was a fairly good series. It was very decent, had some good things going on. Live action Lothal, awesome. Live action recreation of the ending of Rebel Season 4, loved it. They changed up a few things, but I did not care about that. I liked the changes, but still, it was very interesting and very good. The character and the dynamic between Ahsoka and Sabine was the most interesting part of the series for me, because in the beginning I was like, when did that happen? When did that master apprenticeship happen? I completely missed it. Apparently it was never even spoken of, and it was never even in Star Wars, so it was like completely new, so it was not on me. And I thought that was maybe a little bit rushed, but I liked how they utilized that in the entire series up until the very last episode, when they kind of went into the wrong by giving Sabine force powers in a matter of seconds when it was most needed. Could have used a little bit more training and stuff. I know she tried, I know we all tried to move a fucking apple or something like that, but you know what I mean. So that was a thing that I was not liking about the first episodes, because I was just mainly confused. The rest of it was pretty great. Loved the casting for everyone. Mainly loved that scene with Chopper and Hera, where you could actually hear what Chopper was trying to say. Like, is that bad for bombing the entire city? He's our favorite war criminal, and I am so happy that even he got a role in this. Then episode 3 happened. Episode 3 felt like a filler episode, wasn't all that hyped, don't remember that much of it. Then episode 4 happened, and oh boy. So I talked about it, episode 4, episode 5, Anakin, woohoo, he's back, I loved it. And then episode 5 ended with them going to the other galaxy, which is insane because there's another galaxy in Star Wars. And that's what I freaking love about this series, is that it's just went beyond borders. Literally, it went beyond to another galaxy. That's something we have never seen in Star Wars. I love that they give Dave Filoni this creative freedom to create whatever he wants, because we all know it's gonna be fucking diamonds when he makes something. The only thing I am scared of is when you introduce so much things like a new galaxy, Ahsoka and Sabine being trapped on that galaxy. I warned you for spoilers, so don't attack me in the comments. And of course, Thrawn being back in our own galaxy together with Ezra. They are gonna have to do something to make sure that that thing never gets spoken of in the sequel trilogy, because it doesn't. No one gets a mention, no one gets anything in those moments in that, apart from Ahsoka and Kanan saying a little thing to Rey in the last movie, but apart from that, there is no mention of them. So I am really curious about what they are gonna do to cover that up. Are they gonna kill off everybody? Are they gonna do other stuff? It's really interesting, and I am really hyped to see wherever that goes. And Thrawn has been set up for quite some time now. He was first mentioned back in The Mandalorian, I thought, in The Mandalorian Season 3, he was in. There was some things in Andor where they were talking about some stuff that was looming in the air and stuff like that. So it's really, really great to finally get some payoff and to finally see Thrawn back. And what an epic way to bring the man back. His stormtroopers looked awesome. The Chimera looked freaking phenomenal. And then Lars Mikkelsen returned from doing the voice work to doing the entire thing. And I just have to say, I was scared of the man the entire time. So yeah, I loved it. And I don't know what I can say about Ahsoka apart from everything I said. I can just rave about it for hours and hours and hours to come. But let me just say that I really, really loved the direction the series took by going to another galaxy, by showing us Thrawn not only at the end of the season, like a tease for our next season, but also very much a part of the season, controlling all things for the entire season. He was there from the beginning, you just didn't know it yet. And that's what I freaking love. Am I still confused about what happened on the Chimera after it was beamed off to another galaxy? I don't know. Why did Ezra let him go? How did he escape? What the fuck did Thrawn do to get this big of an empire in another galaxy? I don't know. It will always remain a mystery. But hey, he's back now. He's on Dathomir. The Night Sisters were awesome. Everything was so incredibly good, and starting from the 4th episode, I was really on board with everything. I had to watch every single episode on the moment and the second it came out, and I really love it for that particular reason. The last episode, I gotta say, I was really scared going into it because I thought, hey, it's still Disney. Maybe they're gonna rush it all up and kill Thrawn off maybe. And I'm so happy they did not do that and actually let Thrawn win the season, win the war. So I am so incredibly happy with the choices they made. Ahsoka and Sabine are now trapped, and I know they said that they should move on, but I do think they will be coming back. It can't be the last we'll see of them. I'm never gonna believe that. To end all things, I was scared. I was happy in the end. It was really great. Let's just talk about 2 other characters that were scary in the beginning, then got a great character arc, and now it's scary again, but because we don't know where it might go. And that's the story of Baylan Skoll and Shin Hati. Shin Hati is awesome. Didn't really care about her that much, apart from that she was really awesome. It was mostly Baylan Skoll that took the show, that stole the show literally for most of the season because he was that awesome. And yeah, Ray Stevenson played him in the most phenomenal way ever, and I really love his portrayal of the character, and I'm so scared of what they are about to do because his character arc is not over yet. There's something out there. The Mortis gods have been shown. Abeloth may be on the horizon for Star Wars The New Republic, Heir to the Empire storyline. We don't know. There's so much we don't know. But now we know where that Dave Filoni movie that is coming, what that's going to be about. Defeating Thrawn. And I, for one, cannot wait until that moment happens. If you want to catch up, please watch The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, Andor, and all the other Star Wars shows, but mainly Rebels and The Clone Wars. And Ahsoka, it's really binge-worthy. It's awesome. It's really fantastic. Alright, what did you think of the first season of Ahsoka? Please let me know in the comments down below because I'm really excited to hear your opinion on it. I want to thank you for watching, and goodbye.